Has the Inflation Reduction Act reduced your inflation? I'm Darren, and this is 3 things you need to know for Thursday, April the 4th. Intel announced a $7 billion operating loss from its chip-making unit. It just so happens one of the so-called Inflation Reduction Act awards is to Intel for $8.5 billion as a direct award. Make your own assumptions here. Tax dollars for bailouts? Amazon is taking the Just Walk Out program away from its Amazon Fresh stores. This technology allowed shoppers to simply walk out without going through a grocery register line. The receipt is sent to them digitally afterwards. You'll still be able to walk out, though. They are simply replacing that program with a smart cart, which shows you the bill as you go. The world's wealthiest men get a lot of press, but what about the wealthiest women? Who are the top 3? Forbes released their billionaire list, and here are the top 3 ladies. Third is Julia Koch, widow of David Koch, which fell from second in the last edition of the report. Second is Alice Walton, yes, of Walmart. And first is Francois Betancourt Myers, which is the granddaughter of the L'Oreal cosmetic giant. Trade wisely, sleeping across time zones with Arbitrage Trade Assist. Sign up today at arbitragetrade.com. Arbitrage Trade is your trusted source for business, finance, and tech info.
Hi, I'm E.J. Williams. Each year, millions of animals are abandoned, and more than 1 million are euthanized before they can be rescued. Organizations like American Humane are working to harness the healing power of the human-animal bond, as animals can be trained as life-saving service and therapy dogs to help veterans, the elderly, and children with special needs to overcome the obstacles of everyday life. To find out how you can help give animals and the people they help a new leash on life, please visit AmericanHumane.org.
Activist investing, a dual-edged sword in the financial world. Daniel writes, in the dynamic arena of the stock market, a particular group of investors plays a critical, albeit controversial, role: activist investors. These are not just any investors, they are change catalysts in public companies, wielding their equity stakes as leverage to influence management and strategic decisions. This post delves into the realm of activist investing. Shedding light on its origins, methodologies, and the controversies it stirs, and its potential impacts, both positive and negative, on businesses and the market at large. So what is activist investing? Well, at its core, activist investing involves buying substantial shares in a company to influence its operations, financial strategies, or corporate governance. Unlike passive investors who invest for long-term value and dividends, activists seek to unlock value by advocating for changes they believe will improve the company's performance and, consequently, its stock price. This can include strategies such as cost-cutting, restructuring, spin-offs, or advocating for changes in leadership. The roots of activist investing trace back to the 1980s, a period marked by the rise of corporate raiders and hostile takeovers. However, today's activist investors often aim to portray a more shareholder-friendly image, positioning themselves as catalysts for positive change. The evolution from hostile takeovers to strategic activism reflects a shift towards collaboration and engagement with company management and boards. The impact of activist investing can be a double-edged sword, though. On the positive side, activists can serve as a check on complacency and inefficiency within company boards and management, driving changes that unlock shareholder value. Their interventions can lead to improved corporate governance, strategic refocusing, and better financial performance. Conversely, critics argue that activist investors often prioritize short-term gains over the company's long-term health. They may push for strategies like excessive cost-cutting or asset sales that bolster short-term stock prices at the expense of the company's future growth potential. Such tactics can lead to job losses, destabilize company cultures, and diminished research and development efforts. Activist investing embodies the intricate balance between corporate governance, shareholder value, and market dynamics. While it can drive positive change and value creation, it also carries the risk of short-sighted decision-making and conflict. The saga of Ackman and Icahn over Herbalife illustrates the high stakes and intense personal rivalry that can emerge, providing a vivid illustration of the broader debates surrounding activist investing. As the financial markets continue to evolve, so too will the strategies and impacts of activist investors. Their role as agents of change is undeniable, but the ultimate verdict on their contribution to corporate health and shareholder value remains a topic of ongoing debate. Be sure to listen to Daniel and I talk about this in our deep dive video, which releases on Fridays on social media. Stop watching, start living using Pips, our AI bot. Go to arbitragetrade.com and check out Arbitrage Trade Assist.
Tom has been a teacher for over 40 years. One day, I think one of the students had asked the question and he didn't remember the answer. And I also noticed that he was letting his class out earlier than they were supposed to let out. I was really starting to worry.
Levi and I talked about how it would change our lives, but he was there beside me.
When something feels different, it could be Alzheimer's. Now is the time to talk. Visit alz.org/ourstories to learn more. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Pips, pick of the day, and it's Throwback Thursday. This week it's being called 9% in 9 days. The stock we're talking about is U.S. Global Investors, ticker GROW. They're headquartered in Texas, and they provide investment advisory services. It operates through investment management services and corporate investment segments. This was my pick of the day just last week on March 25th. After opening at $2.70 on that day, it only took 9 days to grab a 9% gain by yesterday. If you played this, our indicator is also saying that you should have taken some profit yesterday. If you want to see the graphs and 12 indicators, look for my video post about Throwback Thursday on social media where I break it all down. Put our AI bot Pips to work for you with Arbitrage Trade Assist. We offer a service at arbitragetrade.com.
Arbitrage Trade Analytics LLC is a privately held research company. Arbitrage Trade Analytics LLC is solely responsible for the preparation and distribution of the contents of this podcast. The opinions offered in this podcast are for informational purposes only and are not intended to function as investment advice. Seek a duly licensed professional for investment advice. For more information about the informational research and services offered by Arbitrage Trade Analytics LLC, please visit arbitragetrade.com.